The LifeLog system is an implementation of a variety of ideas that I've been wanting to integrate together. First, a universally accessible calendar. Second, the ability to log, that is to record as many details about my life as possible with reasonable effort. Third, home automation. Fourth, a live screen feed that will be displayed in my home, displaying information relevant to my day and other things. Fifth, a web face that would allow people to see certain information in real time and also to communicate with me in real time, because I'm one of those guys who don't have a cell phone. And sixth, and last for now, the idea of a digital administrative assistant who would be able to extract information from the log for various purposes. And now, stay tuned to see how LifeLog covers each of those areas. This is the LifeLog calendar interface. I will leaf through a week from the past. As you can see, lots of information is recorded for each day. For example, time slept, time spent away from home, here marked with a red line. Information about the appointments in my day. Weather information. Birthdays of people in my address book. Post-it notes that I may have written for the day. Expenses. Incoming emails. Information about network downtime. And just about anything else you can imagine you want to log. Next, let's look at how LifeLog includes home automation with power control. Power control is a system that my friend Michael and I developed way back when you couldn't go out and for $15 buy a computer controllable power outlet. Power control consists of hardware and software that allows you to control lights, heat, and other electric devices in your home via the network. This is the power control relay box. The old computer enclosure contains 16 relays hooked up to 4 15-amp circuits. The power control software runs on this Raspberry Pi. It is connected to LifeLog via a PHP socket server and to the relay box via the internal I2C bus. LifeLog exposes a graphical user interface to power control in various places. You can see it here in the day view. Let's take a closer look. The top 16 buttons here represent the 16 relay channels. You can turn them on and off directly. Of course, turning off the monitors is not very helpful. The bottom 8 buttons are presets, like kill lights, full ambience, which means turn on all the lights. Desk work will turn off most other lights and make sure the monitors are on, as well as the light at the desk. The movie preset will turn on the home theater system and turn off all the lights, and so on. You can assign presets any way you want. For convenience, LifeLog also exposes a touch interface to the 2 Android tablets that I've set up in my home to act as light switches. The 2 top buttons are set up to toggle status information on LifeLog. If I hit away, the system will recognize me as away from home, turn all the lights off, and adjust the output on the public website. Of course, you could include the arming of an alarm system with that as well. Upon hitting the button again, the process will be reversed.
Welcome home.
The sleep button works similarly. It will turn off lights and devices and record the time spent in bed, but it will also disable alerts for emails and incoming messages.
Good night.
Let's take a look at the LifeLog billboard. The billboard is a screen feed that displays various information in real time. Up top, you find information about the event currently in progress or about the one coming up next. On the right, events in the future are listed chronologically. Here's another instance of the Power Control user interface. The center section right now shows a module that analyzes information in real time. For example, I can see that this week I've already spent 21 hours working for the church. The bottom section shows 3 clocks with 3 different time zones, including live weather information. I'm using this information because I have friends and family in both these time zones. At the bottom left, you find some system status information about the general health of the system and just various parameters that might be of interest. On the left, there is other information such as upcoming birthdays and post-it notes. The billboard also has a set of keyboard shortcuts to access some of the more important functions in LifeLog. The buttons 1 to 8 have the presets of Power Control attached to them. 7 will kill all the lights, and 6 will turn them all on. There's also a button that allows me to set my alarm clock for tomorrow morning. At one click, I can set the alarm to 6:45, or say I want to adjust it to 7 o'clock. Whenever I want to make tea, I need a 3-minute timer. As you can see up top above me here, there is also a second version of the feed that has less information. This screen will only show a clock, and it will show incoming emails or messages. LifeLog also includes the possibility to expose some information on a public website. If you go to my homepage at jowe.de, you'll see that I'm home and came in a certain time ago, and some information about my next upcoming calendar item. By using the form on the right, you can leave me a message that will show up immediately on the billboard screen. The billboard also provides access to cameras. You may have been watching, wondering, what is all of this good for? Last, let's look at a few examples where LifeLog acts as my personal administrative assistant. Back when I was in seminary, I had to maintain a journal for my Greek class. Every day, I would simply write the journal into LifeLog. I wrote a little script for my professor so that he could access all the entries as they came in. And he could also click on one of those links up here to get a nice Word document that included all the journal entries compiled in real time. I have a few piano students, and for each student, I maintain a lesson notebook. During each lesson, I write the notes right into the LifeLog system. And the student gets a link through which he or she can access all the notes anytime. I use LifeLog to keep track of my work. This little script provides me with up-to-date information about average working hours and details of my work. As a final example, here's a script that analyzes medical and exercise information. It is useful to track my exercise and also to provide the physician with information about when headaches occurred or things like that. This concludes our tour of the LifeLog system. Of course, a lot more could be implemented, and the interface could be made much fancier with today's web development libraries and frameworks. But at this point, LifeLog is not commercial. It's simply for my personal use and to serve as a portfolio asset. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you for your interest.